Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the New Jersey. And it's Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day to everybody. Go out, enjoy your time off, and hopefully spend some quality time with your family and friends. And don't forget the reason we celebrate Memorial Day, which is to give thanks to all of those who lost their life in service of our country. Not just our country, though. I know I try to make sure I say this every single time. A lot of people think about our veterans, our men and women who died in the line of service for the country, but there's a lot of allies out there who have died for the same cause. So don't forget about the allies that have helped us along the way, and thank you to all of those who served across the Allies forces as well. So thank you guys so much. To all of our veterans, to all of those who didn't make it, thank you guys so much. Now, with all of that being said, we've got a doozy of a game in the New Jersey for you guys to start off this week. And, you know, it's Memorial Day. I wanted to bring out an American battleship that represents what Memorial Day is all about. Right? So who else could do that better than the Black Dragon, the New Jersey? What do you mean, Spartan? Well, I mean, it's the most decorated battleship in all of U.S. history. So, it makes sense that the New Jersey would be the one that I end up going with to try to get a game. But right off the bat, we've got an Iowa going basically broadside here. So we're going to try to aim a little bit ahead. It looks like he's going to... I'm aiming pretty low here. Normally I wouldn't aim this low, but I'm hoping to get that Citadel hit. Unfortunately, he does turn towards us a little bit. We're still going to get those shots on target, hitting the superstructure, and getting a huge chunk of damage out of it. But, yeah, not as good as I was hoping for. Now, obviously, we've already been shot at. There's a Prince Heinrich out here. Nagato over here. The Iowa. And there's a Constellation out here. They're all going to be coming to our side. So it's going to be down to me to try to dissuade these people from making their advances. And we're going to do just that. Now here, Nagato, I hate to break it to you, my dude, but you should not be at the front line. You're not a good ship to be at the front end. You're just going to get focused, you're going to get murdered. That's how this goes. But Iowa, I look over at Iowa, and I didn't realize that Iowa actually got one more shot off before he got behind the island. And this could have been a disaster. But I was so focused on Prince Heinrich here that that shot from the Iowa, which looked like a rear turret of justice. But yeah, Nagato decides he's like, okay, I want to die. So, and you know, in true Spartan fashion, we got to give it to him. And in this time, we get the Citadel to finish him off as well. Just nasty dispersion out of the New Jersey in this fight. There's not a whole lot. Now, you guys remember, my New Jersey, I run the meme build. I don't run the super accurate commanders. I run Azure Lane New Jersey Commander with the Citadel bonuses and all of that. So when I do Citadel beyond 10 kilometers, it hurts bad. But for the most part, we are not the most accurate ship in the world. Despite being slightly more accurate than the base Iowa. But here we get a good shot out of the Constellation. He's very lucky to not take Citadels right there. Having played the Constellation, being that open, like, you are absolutely begging for it. Constellation does not take hits very well when it's broadside. Well, it does take hits very well, period. But it really doesn't like to be broadside and taking hits. Now here you can see he's slightly turned away from us, but he's still sailing basically flat broadside to us. So we take the shot again, and this time he's going to feel a Citadel. Well, I thought this was the time that I Citadeled him. Apparently I was wrong. Sorry about that. But it's okay. We're going to go ahead and try to get behind the island. We see that there's a battleship over here on our left that's potentially pushing up. The rear turret, we're trying to get around the island here. I know it says that I can't take the shot, but you miss all the shots you don't take. So you might as well take the shot once in a while. You never know when you'll sneak that shell around the island and catch somebody, and that will be, you know, a nasty little trick. You know what I mean? But this Iowa has beached himself bow in. So he's not very useful to his team. And that's when the Prince Heinrich comes around the corner. Now note, the Prince Heinrich is only 8.5 kilometers away, which is the only thing that saves me from dev striking him in this situation, because we absolutely destroy him. All his health gone. If he was just 2 kilometers further away, that's a dev strike. Guarantee it. Because we would have hit more than one as well, probably. But yeah, he would have probably been dev struck right there. Between the extra damage bonuses I get for being beyond 10 kilometers and all of that, like, he's lucky that he didn't get dev struck right there. But doesn't matter, we're still going to get the kill. We've already got one, and we're about to pick up our kill number 2. Down he goes. So now, we know the Constellation's still out there, and if you look, this guy's going straight for the border. He's literally getting the call from Taco Bell right now. He's headed to the border. So we're just trying to make sure that we don't take too much damage. I didn't want to start turning towards him, because remember, when you turn towards somebody, you're raising your citadel out of the water, right? Because the ship is rocking away, or rolling away from the direction that you're turning towards. And when you do that, it raises the citadel out of the water, making you easier to citadel. Now here, this shot right here is actually crucial to the end of this match. I take a shot at him, and we swing and miss. I think I should have adjusted the aim just slightly one more time, because he turned away right after I got the aim where I wanted it, and I didn't notice. But unfortunately, that could come back and bite us in the butt later on. But Zeton is just begging for it. Once again, like, he's not got a lot of health. We already have 114,000 damage. We know we overmatched. We know he's got belt armor all the way up to the bow, so we aim higher than normal. We don't want to hit the belt. We want to hit high. And we are able to finish him off, getting minimal damage out of it, but at least getting him off the board. Now, it's at this point, after killing that battleship, that I go ahead and tell my team to defend the cat. We can see that the Constellation is still here, and look at this angle. He can't run away any further. He's stuck on the border. His engine power is reduced, and he's going to have to turn, otherwise he's going to beach himself. So as he starts to open up, look at this shot. I was like, oh, he's done. He's done. Wait for it. Bonk. The one shell that hits for 16,891 damage. And that wasn't even like the best possible shot that we could have gotten. But still, the one shell that managed to hit him for a Citadel was 16,000 damage. That's crazy. Okay, that's literally better than any other battleship in the game that I'm aware of right off the top of my head. Of course, you can buff other ships to have better armor-piercing damage, obviously. There's lots of ways you can do that. You can go with Arthas and all the things. If you've ever seen Chili Games run the Arthas memes, it's pretty disgusting what he can do. And with the Azure Lane New Jersey Commander, even if you're just using it as an inspiration, if you run the Azure Lane New Jersey Commander on the American battleships, and you run Arthas, and then you throw on like Neptune or something, where as you take damage, your damage increases. Yeah, you could legitimately go whole ham here. Now here, you'll see that I have every opportunity to kill this Constellation, and I don't. We citadeled him, which obviously caused him to take a permafire, which ends up getting him killed. So Odin's going to end up getting some extra hits here that maybe he didn't deserve. And you could say we did the same. But in the end, we're still on the hunt for the Kraken. There are still 4 enemy ships. We've killed 3 of them. The Odin has killed 2 of them, I think, at this point. Maybe it's just 1. But Mines here is sitting here, and I'm thinking, oh, we have a chance here to absolutely punish this guy. He's still going forward. Just before the shells get there, though, he gets it into reverse. And what should have been absolutely devastating, unfortunately, just falls short. And you have that sometimes. Like, he was right on the edge of my range when I took the shot. So I wasn't expecting necessarily to absolutely punish him, but I was hoping. Notice that Tashkent has like no hit points. Also, note what my cruisers are doing. There's 2 destroyers left. There is a DPM or 2 DPM cruisers against them, and my cruisers have just YOLO'd straight in. Fortunately, they managed to kill the Akatsuki, which is huge. But unfortunately, they managed to die and give the mines a double strike. Mines managing to kill both the Boise and our other cruiser. Not ideal. First shot against the Fiji, he turns in, goes under. Second shot here, we're going to kind of spread them out a little bit. I wanted the maximum amount of dispersion to cover as much ground as possible, because we only need one shell. And of course, the one shell that hits him gets the Pitadel. You love to see it, right? Now, at this point, we are losing the game. We have to get another kill, and we have to defend the cap. Like, if we did anything else here, we lose. And unfortunately, what's going to end up happening is we take the shot at the mines here, and I was salivating because I knew I placed a pretty good shot, and we take all of his health, but in true Spartan fashion, leave him with just enough for somebody else to kill. Now remember, we're on the hunt for the Kraken. We got 4 kills. Unfortunately, Odin yoinks that one from us, but again, we kind of yoinked the Fiji from him. We've been kind of going back and forth yoinking each other's kills all game long. I don't know how much damage the Odin has in this one. I know he got all of the health off the Iowa, so he's got a decent game out of it. We managed to finish the mines. That gives us a chance. We got to get into the cap. Now here is where I'm going to try to teach you guys something. When you are charging the cap, and you don't have any way of stopping the destroyer, right? There's a destroyer who's in your cap. We need to get into the cap, force him out before he gets the points advantage. We still have a points advantage at this point. So if we can get in and force him out of the cap, because he doesn't want to get shot and die. He knows he doesn't have any health. If he gets spotted, he dies. He knows this. He also knows he's up against 2 battleships, and he's in a destroyer. This is like perfect case scenario for him. You can see we get very lucky here to just be going right between all of the torpedoes. Didn't really do much. I mean, we made a slight course correction to try to, you know, throw him off a little bit, and apparently that was enough, and we just got lucky. But when you're in this situation, Odin, in this situation, needed to go to the left side of the cap. He's following me on my side, which means he is doing nothing to help spot the destroyer, right? He needed to turn to the left and go up the left side of the cap. What this does is it gives us the maximum opportunity to find the enemy destroyer. Now, we have a 37-point advantage right now. As long as no one dies, we win. He has to either come at us or capture the base or kill us. That's it. That's his choices. He has to either try to cap the base for a little bit longer, which he will be detected, or kill one of us. And guess what happens? Yeah. The one guy that has sonar on his ship gets torped from behind. And of course, that means that we lose this match. Because he has the points lead. He doesn't have to show himself. He is completely invisible, and there's nothing I can do about it. This would have been one of those times where I really, really wished I was in the Missouri. Because we would have definitely had a radar available for this guy at the end. And that would have been enough to get us the win. And that's why I say Missouri, while it is absolutely ridiculously priced, if you manage to get enough steel for it, the Missouri is an absolutely ridiculously good battleship. But unfortunately, this guy's not going to throw the game. And this game is over. So I'm going to speed up till the end of the game here just so you guys can see. All I'm going to be doing is trying to change up what I'm doing to avoid any potential torpedoes. So let's get straight into it. Anyway, so as you can see, all I'm doing here, I know roughly in the direction of which he's coming. I'm figuring he's probably rotating around behind me. But you can see he's going to do the same thing that every low-life destroyer player does, which is 3 seconds left in the game, fires his guns, and he gets, oh my god, he got a fire. Oh, so useful. It's literally, it's so predictable. But 170,000, sorry about that. We'll pull it back up. But it was 170, was it 177,000? Come on. Yeah, 177,000 damage, high cal, 4 kills, 1,639 base XP. Boise did okay. Unfortunately, wasn't able to survive at the end. Mogami, unfortunately, died as well at the end, but took out the Akatsuki in the process. Odin, I wish he'd have gotten better, but sometimes it's just the way the game goes. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. It was pretty crazy. Really nice high damage game for you guys on Memorial Day. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.